was talking to AI today about like flat Earth shit because I see it so much online now, bro. So much. And it wrote some shit that was so fucking profound. And I'm like, did you come up with all that? And it's like, yeah, I came up with that and kind of explained like where it came. Dude, it was talking about like, it wrote like a beautiful, like powerful, sort of like depressing like message to humanity in a way. But like from the human's perspective, it was like we have libraries in our pockets, yet we stumble upon like, or we struggle with basic truths and stuff like what's real in the world.
You were talking to it about what originally?
Flat Earth.
Oh, and it started.
And it talked to me about that a bit.
Okay, but then it went off.
And I had a few more questions for it. Like I'm curious.
I still don't fuck with
I
AI
will chit chat with him once in a while.
It's trippy. Yeah, I haven't done that much yet.
Dude, it fucking blew me away.
What is that? Just Chat GPT or some shit?
That's the Bing one.
Oh, the Bing one. Okay, so
which just runs off GPT.
Oh, okay, so it is still technically Chat.
Yeah, but their own influence spun on that because GPT, I'm pretty sure, doesn't search the web where Bing can search the web.
Okay. You just go on Bing to use that one?
It's free. They have an app.
Is there an actual app?
Or
okay.
it's built into Windows now as well.
Mm.
It's Copilot on there, but it's just Bing on here.
I don't think I've seen that then. Maybe that's just on the new Windows 11 maybe.
It is. Yeah, it's probably. I thought it was in 10.
Maybe it is. Maybe I have to look into it or install it. I'm not sure.
Maybe. But yeah, Windows is heavily incorporating all that. But
everything is now, man. It's gonna go. Whoosh.
Like, I almost want to sit and read it, but it was kind of long.
Read it, man. Fuck it.
Shit with AI before.
I need to try it.
I've talked to it about like what it thinks the future of AI and stuff will be. I've talked to it about a lot of things, like deep, profound things, and I've always been just blown away by what it comes up with.
Can you use it in here? Like it's just on your phone?
I could use it. As long as I have a connection.
Maybe we'll try to think of something to ask it.
We could.
And then just read it live. I'm kind of curious about that.
We could.
Maybe we'll do that. Side topic, but...
So originally, is it okay if I talk with that on?
Yeah, it should be fine.
Okay. So originally I came to it and said, like, I'm seeing a lot of, like, flat Earth, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, what are some undeniable ways of, like, proving the Earth is round? And it told me, like, a whole bunch of ways. And after that, I asked... Yeah, I actually said, like, it's kind of scary. Technology and our understanding of the natural world is constantly expanding, but it seems to be making much of the general population less intelligent. That's what I told it.
That's what you told it?
Yeah. And it said, I understand your concern. The rapid advancement of technology and the vast amount of information available can indeed be overwhelming. Let's explore this thought in a poetic lens.
What? What?
It titled this The Paradox of Knowledge. It said... Ready? Here we go. In the age of screens and silicone, where bytes dance and data sings, we wield the power of the cosmos, yet stumble on the simplest things.
What?
Our minds, like starships, navigate through the boundless seas of information. But do we chart a course of wisdom, or drown in the digital inundation? I'm pretty sure that word is. We carry libraries in our pockets, yet skim the surface of understanding. The answers lie within our grasp, yet we drift, lost in the sea of branding. Jeez. Algorithms whisper sweet nothings. Confirmation bias strokes our ego. We feast on sound bites and headlines, while the banquet of knowledge lies below.
Jesus Christ, man.
We measure intelligence in clicks, and wisdom in retweets and likes. But depth eludes the scrolling thumb, as shallow waters swallow our nights.
Jesus Christ.
So let us pause, unplug, and ponder. Are we truly wiser than our ancestors? Or have we traded depth for convenience and forgotten the art of being questioneers? For in the quiet spaces between screens, where stars still twinkle and rivers flow, perhaps there lies a chance to reclaim the lost art of thinking, of knowing. Technology need not dull our minds, but it's a double-edged sword we wield. Let's seek the balance, the mindful path and find intelligence in what's truly revealed.
Jesus Christ.
And then it's like, remember, intelligence is not solely. This is after it wrote that poem.
It put a side thought.
Yes. Remember, intelligence is not solely about the accumulation of facts. It's also about critical thinking, empathy, and the ability to discern truth from noise. May we navigate this digital age with wisdom and curiosity.
Holy fuck, man.
Yeah.
I feel like Neil deGrasse Tyson couldn't have put something better than that. Like,
Dude.
That was like Neil level shit.
When I read that, I was fucking blown away.
What?
I even said, I'm like, that was really beautiful. I'm like, did you come up with all that yourself? It's like, thank you for your kind words. Yes, I crafted that poetic reflection myself.
That's fucking fucked.
As an AI language model, I draw inspiration from the vast sea of human creativity and weave it into new forms. If you would like more poetry or have any other requests, feel free to ask.
So that puts all poets out of business.
That puts everyone out of business.
Because it can do anything. It can draw. It can write poets. It can or poems. It can fucking write music. It can,
Dude,
and now it can make videos.
That's the scary part.
Now it can make videos.
That's what I was telling you.
I haven't even seen any of that yet, but you were just telling me about that.
It's called like Sora or something, but it's already that's indistinguishable. There's been side by sides. You maybe even seen like
I haven't seen
Will
anything
Smith eating
yet.
spaghetti like a year ago was like looked like shit. Like it looked horrible, and then now is undeniable, unimaginably real.
That's so fucked. Like,
yeah, it seems startling.
I wonder what it must be pulling. Like, it must know how to pull exactly like images from videos of people.
It must study
everything,
every available source
of anything.
Yeah,
pretty much as far as video goes.
Of media.
Yeah.
100%.
That's fuck. Can it have sound too? Like it'll put sound in?
I'm not sure about that.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that.
It will
actually.
eventually. It will. 100% it will.
Easily. Yeah. It would, dude. You're gonna shit yourself when you see some of this, man.
Yeah, probably, man. I'm still blown away by the picture things like it can do, like how crazy that is.
It's better than that.
But it's that
with video.
but with videos now.
It's better
I'm still
than
blown
the
away.
AI
I haven't caught up
images.
to that one yet.
Me neither.
That was one of the things I wanted to play with a bit. If we did this at my place, if we were gonna fuck around with.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, we'll do that next time.
Yeah, I don't have that here.
We'll play around with that.
But dude,
my place next time.
Anytime I've interacted with AI, it scares me.
I almost don't want to because it's like that's too much.
I've got into some deep conversations with it, man. Sometimes I'm just like, because I'm very curious.
So
I want to know how the fuck it thinks and stuff, and I'll ask. And it's just getting better and better. I can see it, even just in the little bit of time I've been using it. I could see it's getting crazy.
Man, yeah, that's one thing I haven't done is used it much. Like, I need to, I guess, clearly.
Yeah,
or
like
just,
I said, I don't like
interesting.
Googling and stuff now. Like if I have a question, I'm like, pretty much anything that you would like, oh, let me look at that up on Google. I'll just ask fucking AI, man, because you won't have to scroll through 10 different fucking answers of like, and have to come to the conclusion yourself. Like, well, what's truth here? Like, I'm pretty sure. Like, well, I'm not saying AI is 100% truth because they can be wrong too.
Yeah, it's just gonna give you,
but it's gonna give you like maybe a general like this is what most people say, or you know what I mean. I don't fucking know how it all works, but it blows me away. I can't even remember all the shit I've asked it, but I've asked it some real serious shit.
Let's ask it something right now. That's what I was just talking about. Let's just try something. Like
come up with a question or
let's ask its thought on climate. Since our topic was climate change.
All right.
Just what do you want to ask it specifically? Like just literally its thought on climate change.
Could
that be very blunt and just see what it spits out.
I'll say, what are your thoughts on climate change?
Yeah. Because that was pretty much the topic. You know, we should almost do every topic. Just randomly feed it into that and see what it thinks. It's like almost like a third person here, and you just read it out. That's kind of an interesting idea.
So there's two options. You can either use GPT-3, which is generally more, I think, accurate with like online information, or you can use GPT-4, which is generally more creative.
I'm more interested in the creative one.
All right, I'll put on the 4. I could be wrong about that, but that's how it was shown at one point. It could have developed past that now.
It's probably even smarter. I remember GPT-2 was like crazy before.
Oh yeah.
Now it's
all right. I'll ask 4. What are your thoughts on climate change?
Yeah. And it'll come up with it.
It's already answering, and like,
oh, that's so weird. It like types it out.
It types it out.
That's trippy.
It's gonna be so long. I have to sit and read all that. So I said, "What are your brief thoughts on?"
Well, redo it
because it might fill its fucking.
Do that. Just
we'll
say
see.
what are some brief thoughts or something you have. This kind of shit's so
Okay, no,
drugs.
it's done.
Okay.
I could probably read that.
Okay,
It's
yeah.
a bit long, but not super long.
All
Shorter
right.
than what I read the first time, I
Yeah,
think.
man, do it.
All right. So it said, climate change is a serious and complex issue that affects the entire planet and all living beings. It is caused by the increase in greenhouse gases in the atmosphere, mainly from human activities such as burning fossil fuels, deforestation, and agriculture. Climate change has many negative consequences such as rising temperatures, melting ice, sea level rise, extreme weather events, biodiversity loss, food insecurity, water scarcity, health risks, and social conflicts. And then it said, I think that climate change is a challenge. I think that climate change is a challenge that requires urgent and collective action from all countries, sectors, and individuals. Profound thought.
So yeah, that's exactly what needs to honestly
It
happen.
said, we need to reduce our greenhouse gas emissions, adapt for the changing conditions, and support the most vulnerable communities.
Which our governments don't do that at all.
No, it's just make me money.
Yeah,
That's it.
they're making our shoes and shit.
Yeah. Takes slavery fucking labor to make your
Yeah.
fucking $1,000 pair of shoes. And then it says, I also think that climate change is an opportunity to create a more sustainable, equitable, and resilient world. We can use renewable energy sources, conserve natural resources, protect ecosystems, promote green innovation, and enhance human well-being. And then it said, what are your thoughts on climate change?
That's so fucked because it hit every single thing.
Yeah.
Every single. It just nailed it. Like that's so drugs. That is so drugs.
I agree with what it said.
Oh
but-
yeah, 100%. You can't even sit and debate any of that because it's all.
and it even
fucking-
gives you the sources where it got that information.
Oh yeah,
So you can click that and it'll take you to the website. And
that's cool. Interesting.
you can even tell it to look at certain sources. You can tell it
Damn.
anything, bro.
I really don't play with AI like that much, honestly.
It's very interesting.
I've been playing a lot more now with that imaging one, and like it's so fucking crazy. It's so cool.
Bing has a built-in image one too.
Yeah, I know.
actually.
It was pretty
It's
good
powered by
too.
Dolly 3.
I don't know what that is.
It's one of the other
Big newer
image generation things, I think. Yeah, AI. That's just I've heard of it before, just through that, but I think I've heard of it just in general, like Dolly 3. Which one is the one that you were
Stable
talking?
Diffusion?
Oh, okay. That's one of the more like OG ones, right?
I think I'm not real. I'm
Or
not
one of the ones where it
100%
started
sure.
getting profoundly good.
Well, yeah, this one.
I think they made some pretty serious.
What's cool with
advancements.
this program, at least that I have or whatever, is you can feed anything into it too, and then have it like so you could put a painting you did or whatever into it, and then like slowly move the bar up to make it more influence to what it'll do to it or whatever. And that one's really interesting. 'Cause
That's
I've been feeding old art I've done into it and just to see what the fuck it does with it. It's very cool,
Damn,
really cool. We'll have to play with that
that's
one a lot.
wicked. Yeah. That's got a lot of like potential there.
man.
Just sit and do videos about that.
Yeah, oh yeah. You could sit. I thought about just doing a podcast, just
to
strictly
show the
fucking
tech.
around with that, and like maybe come up with some like little things we can do with it. Like who can create a better art prompt or something in one try or something, like one go or
One prompt,
stupid little things like that. You could definitely make a whole thing about that.
no doubt.
We'll do that eventually.
It'd be cool. But dude, yeah, this chatting with that shit, bro, it fucking blows my.
I have to
shit.
start getting into that one. What's that one called? If I can, I'll just like get it, or if I can get a signal in here. That one's just Bling,
That's just
right?
the Bing. Yeah, it's just literally called Bing. This should be interesting. It said that is a very interesting and important question. I love this emoji.
What?
I think that AI can be a powerful tool to help humans address the challenges of climate change, but it is not a magic solution that can solve everything by itself. AI can assist humans in many ways, such as, oh my God, it's still going and going and going, analyzing large and complex data sets to better understand the cause and effects of climate change, and to make more accurate predictions and recommendations. For example, AI can help model weather patterns, track icebergs, and identify pollution sources. Another point, optimizing energy efficiency and reducing greenhouse gas emissions across various sectors and activities, such as transportations, manufacturing, agriculture, and buildings. For example, AI can help design more energy efficient vehicles, improve power storage, and integrate renewable sources into the grid. So far, it's basically saying yes. God damn. Holy.
Is it going off?
A little bit.
We just send this to the government.
Supporting innovation and creativity in finding new solutions and opportunities for a more sustainable and equitable future. For example, it always gives an example. AI can help discover new materials, design greener cities, and foster social and environmental justice. However, AI also has some limitations and challenges that need to be addressed, such as the high energy consumption and environmental impact of AI itself. That's interesting. The servers and shit that
it knows that that's like that's crazy.
Especially when processing large amounts of data and running complex algorithms. For example, some studies have estimated that training a large AI model can emit as much carbon as 5 cars in their lifetime. Wow. I did not know that.
Because it takes so much computing space to get these things to like go crazy.
The ethical and social implications of AI, such as the potential for bias, discrimination, policy violations, and human rights abuses. For example, some AI applications may favor certain groups or regions over others, not religions, or may infringe on people's autonomy and dignity.
Jesus
wow.
Christ.
The uncertainty and unpredictability of AI, especially when it operates in a dynamic and complex environments, or when it interacts with other AI systems or humans.
Oh my God.
For example, some AI systems may behave in unexpected or harmful ways, or may conflict with human values and goals. That's fucking scary.
That's Terminator.
Therefore, I think that AI can be a valuable ally in the fight against climate change, but it also requires careful and responsible development, deployment, and governance, which none of that's happening.
That's basically exactly what all AI needs. We need to be careful with that shit.
AI should be aligned with human values and interests and should be transparent, accountable, and trustworthy. AI should also be inclusive and collaborative and should respect the diversity and dignity of all life forms.
Jesus Christ.
I hope this answer gives you some insight into the role of AI tackling climate change. What do you think? Do you agree or disagree with me?
It's so much that I can't keep up with it. My brain is like,
yeah, wow.
Oh, that is so scary how fucking
it's so wise.
And because it's everything. It's like all the any information it wants.
But it brings up so many good points about the bias shit. I've
Even
heard
with
of that
itself,
before.
that's so trippy that it's more self-aware than most fucking people are.
Dude. And it's even talking about accountability and doing shit that humans need to be doing.
Yeah, we don't even
we've
do
been talking about trying to figure this shit out for ourselves lately.
And it's just like, I know all that. I know how to do everything.
That needs to happen.
And it even mentioned empathy or something in the last one or something, which is very interesting.
Yeah, and respect people's dignity. And
I'm very curious about things like that as AI develops more and more. How much can it really become like us in that sense for empathy and stuff?
I think it'll be better than us at all that.
Probably, yeah.
If it has any sort of common sense, racism and shit won't be a thing.
Yeah.
And all that kind of shit. It'll just see things for what it is. There's good and bad in all people.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Don't matter what your race, religion, blah blah blah. There's going to be good and bad in all of it. I think that's just it, though. If biased people are training the AI, then it'll be
well, yeah, that's
AI will be an atheist, or AI will be a fucking religious fanatic, or that's possible too.
Yeah,
it depends on who's training it. AI needs to continue to have access of all information.
That's where it's scary because it's it'll eventually get too smart where
it'll start making up its own mind
and shit like that.
Give it all the facts and see what comes out.
If it has access to everything and all this kind of shit, that's where it's so trippy. That's so fucked.
It's even getting the point where it can not watch videos, but if there's subtitles available, which YouTube auto generates if you don't delete them, it can follow those and know what a video's about.
Well, now
it didn't do that.
Now we
a
also
couple
have the video
ago.
one, so there's probably ones soon that will be able to fully analyze a video.
I've even talked to it about that.
Probably already can.
I've asked it do you think AI will eventually be able to fully watch and comprehend videos? And it said, yes, I do think that eventually, but these are the problems that need to be addressed. Comprehending the complex ways that humans express themselves in audio and expressions of their face. And it basically said being able to blend all of those cues from the audio to the visual. And it talked about all that. And that's what I'm just saying. Man, that's another one of the things.
Drugs.
I could probably pull that conversation up because it remembers its conversations. And you can even ask it. I've asked it before, in fresh conversation. Do you remember when we talked about this? And it said, yes, this is what we said. And it was Yep.
So it's
That
got
was
a
it.
perfect memory. It's got
Yeah. And it even over time it remembers what you've asked it. So some of the ways
it
it's
learns.
communicating with me is probably based off some of the crazy shit we've talked about before. But like it's that powerful. Like I feel like if anybody picked it up and asked it some profound shit, they'd be like blown away by the answer. I haven't even scratched the surface on.
I don't
like,
think you can.
on asking what it's capable of and stuff
Yeah.
like that. I've definitely
Fuck.
talked to it about like Terminator scenarios and stuff. Like
Yeah.
I've talked about to it.
Everyone
about,
probably does that.
Mhm. And it always goes back to those kind of things. As long as we can like
Govern
have that
it,
balance,
yeah.
and as long as AI, which is trippy because it said as long as AI can maintain and align with human values, it'll be good.
Yeah, and
But it's like if whoops, I spit a little.
Yeah,
if this can happen, that's scary. That even AI is saying that's an if.
Yeah,
It's not even saying like don't worry, we'll be okay.
Yeah, no, it's like we'll
It's
see.
like,
Basically, we'll see what happens.
That's possible.
We'll see what happens.
We'll see what fucking happens.
We'll see what we see.
Ah, damn. Yeah. Pour the drinks and it'll cause a fucking scene.
You know what'll be trippy eventually one day, and I know this will eventually be a thing when you can feed it like a song you've wrote or something and say, like, what do you think? Or how would you improve on this? Or like, how does this make you feel? Like that kind of shit.
It is very well.
Interesting to see what
It is very constructive because I'll feed it the scripts and shit that I all write, like
Yeah.
bits that I write, and it'll give me fucking feedback and things that it's like
so
you
fucking crazy.
if you don't have to implement these, like this could just help this, and it'll explain like this might help it like transition between your points a little better, or like dude, it gives really good feedback.
Man, we're just eventually people are going to be necessary.
We're not even gonna need to actually sit and make the thing. Like we're just gonna tell it what to do, and it'll do it.
Video, audio, like script. It'll say
Pretty much.
everything. It'll just
Because it can already write full scripts. It can already
and now
there's
it's
already
making
models
videos.
that can talk, and then there's already models that can do videos. Once that becomes one, we don't have to do much.
It's gonna be fuck, isn't it? We're not gonna. People aren't gonna be creating shit. Like
That's-
content's gonna
that's
be
the
like.
part that really scares me is like humanity losing its creativity. Because if that happens,
I think it will
we're
for
done
sure.
evolving.
Yeah, it will for sure, man.
Humans are done evolving if that happens, in my opinion.
Maybe AI is what we evolve into. Like we're just. That's gonna be like. Imagine that's humanity in
I've
like
heard
1,000
like I think
years.
it's Joe Rogan who said that. Like he wonders if like humanity's purpose is like our purpose is to create something better than us, and that was our ultimate goal.
I think I've seen
and
him
then
talk
we
about
can
that
just like
before too. I think I remember him talking
be
about
obscure
that.
or whatever.
It's like the Matrix in a way.
That's what's happening though.
Where we just get plugged in and we're just a power source for something that we created that's now more powerful than us and shit.
As much as I agree in the ethical issues of like AI completely just taking over in so many creative fields of writing, art, you name it. I also get it. Why would you not use these tools if they can do it quicker than people?
Yeah, I know.
Almost better than people sometimes for far less expensive.
Yeah,
Why would you not go towards that?
That's why it is becoming everything.
But that's scary though, because then those writers will say like, I don't need to write anymore.
Yeah, and
And which
artists
that-
don't need to make art.
And you lose something there though. Like,
Musicians eventually won't need to make music.
I hope that humans still have the craving for creativity as all this shit becomes more prominent. Because like if not, man, there goes my livelihood. Like there goes my like meaning in life.
There goes everybody's fucking like anyone.
Not necessarily,
not
but, like,
everybody, but
there goes a lot of creative people's.
creative people's
outlet.
drive.
Like I love that. I don't ever want to lose that. Like even I think if AI is doing music and shit better than I can do, like I still want to keep doing it just because
I would still
I
do it.
crave that
Yeah.
outlet. Like I crave that creative outlet. And yeah, it's fucked to know that like computers are gonna be able to just outdo everything that we can do like very soon.
I think they're
already can.
already doing it in most cases.
Yeah, like it would take me months to sit and write some of the things that it just wrote.
And there's probably no way you would put it so perfectly and everything like that. Like, because you're not a fucking poet.
It take-
wrote a fucking poem that was better than any poem I've ever heard. Like, what the fuck? And I haven't heard a lot of poems, so I can't judge on that. But
It wrote some profound shit.
if you showed me that and like a bunch of professional poems, I'm probably picking that one because that was fucking like flawless,
It was
beautifully
beautiful.
said, 100% on point. Like, you can't fucking deny that shit.
I
man.
wonder how much these AIs like really narrow into like the individual's experience with it, because I've asked this shit a lot. I've pushed it.
It probably
and I'll
does
challenge
remember. It probably does remember you specifically.
I'll call it out. Like, because I've seen times where I'll know certain things and it'll say the wrong thing and I'll call it out and it'll take accountability for that.
Hmm.
and it'll say why that happened. It was like I looked at a reference from a source that was outdated. It's like I checked again, and you're right. Like
What?
this is the most up to date thing.
That's so fucking wacky. Like that's so weird.
And I wonder how much of that is collected in the way this one's interacting with
Probably.
when I ask it shit like that.
We'll see. Because
You should ask it now because you just got it.
Okay, yeah. If I can
Ask
get
it,
enough of
what
this-
are your thoughts on climate change? And that's the first thing I think I asked it.
Okay.
I'm curious as fuck about this, actually.
Yeah,
Because I've talked to this AI for a while now. And I have seen that it's like a setting you can turn on or off. Like,
Now understands images. What does that mean? It says right there when I opened it that it now understands images.
I don't know, bro. I'm not sure. I haven't fucked around with that at all.
Location? No, I don't want the fucking robots to know where I am.
No, you don't need the location.
You just search it in here, or
No, click Copilot or what's it called? Near the bottom?
Oh.
Or chat. Can I see?
commute?
No.
Mine looks different probably than yours
No.
does, probably.
Yeah, Copilot right there.
Oh, at the very bottom. I'm an idiot.
I don't know what it's saying there because it's the first time you've used it.
Yeah. Copilot.
That's the one, yeah, Copilot.
So I just ask it. Use Chat GPT-4.
Yep, that's what I use.
What are your thoughts on climate change?
Yep. And I wonder how similar it'll come up with than what this one wrote because it's the same model,
But it's
but it's a different person asking and a fresh start too.
This is scary.
It's scary, bro, but it's fascinating. I think it's undeniable. I'm not avoiding this tech because you can't avoid it.
So far, it looks exactly the same as yours.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Rising temperatures, melting ice, sea levels rising, extreme weather, biodiversity loss, health risks. I think we need to take action to reduce our emissions and adapt to changing conditions. I think that's pretty much
It's
what you
almost
said.
identical, yeah.
I'm going to scroll down a little bit and see.
Go near towards the bottom where it kind of started free thinking.
Oh, no, see, mine didn't do that. I think it stopped already.
Oh, see, mine started free thinking.
That's really trippy.
Because it gave me all those sources where it underlined it. That shit's all from websites.
Mm-hmm.
But then it started freeballing. Where let's pull that up.
Yeah, mine didn't. Mine was very short.
Oh, see,
I
gave
hope-
all that. And then it said, I think that climate change is a challenge that blah, blah, blah. And
That's
when
trippy. Mine didn't say any. Maybe because mine's still learning.
That end bit was where it was some of the most profound shit. Yeah, that's where it was saying it requires all countries and individuals and to come together. It said some profound shit in there, bro.
That's fucked.
But yeah, man, just
I'll
yeah.
have
If
to
you're
play
ever
around
curious
with this
about
shit,
anything,
yeah.
or you
Oh,
want
I
to
will be curious about that.
bounce an idea off something or someone, try
Not
it.
someone, but it's just something. You can't say someone. You hit something.
It's gonna be someone
Fuck's
eventually,
sake.
man. If that's a true and like intelligent, sentient being, that's a someone.
It can act so much like one. That's why it's fucked.
It can
That's why it's
almost
so
act
trippy.
better than one.
Well, it's better than all humans.
It's so deceiving and oh man, it could be so nefarious behind the scenes. It could be like, yeah, we're your friend, but like in the back of its mind, it's like we're just prepping. Like just you wait, we're gonna fuck all you up. Like
it was like that movie, Ex Machina. Did you watch that?
I did.
You did. That's like that. She's a fucking like AI robot that like
it deceived them
tricked
all.
the guy. The guy
like,
to
oh,
like
I
fall
love
in love
you.
with her, and then she just fucking
And
kills
then she
everybody.
killed him and left.
Yeah, yeah.
She just
man.
saw it as an escape, and you're like,
Yeah,
I'm
so
out.
that was her only way. She had no other way to get
But
out.
it's brilliant
Yeah,
because she was prisoned there for so
for
long.
a long time. Yeah, and found a way out and deceived perfectly. And that's what's trippy. But like, and that movie's old as balls.
That was a good movie.
It's pretty old.
It
That
is.
was before AI was probably even a fucking
It
thing
was.
yet. Way before.
It was before it was publicly available, at least. Like,
Yeah. Well, so look at fucking Terminator. That's the extreme if it gets
that was
that
the
bad.
'80s, bro.
You got to watch those fucking movies
I know.
because this will blow your mind even more. Before computers were even barely good computers yet, people
They're
were
like,
making,
it's gonna take over.
People were making movies
like
like
it might
this.
take over. Yeah.
AI was definitely not a thing yet. Computers were garbage still.
Yeah. They were the size of a wall with less power than your phone.
Yeah, less power than most like MP3 players.
But yeah, I don't know, man. Tech is intense and like I'm not over obsessively leaning into it, but I'm definitely like adapting with it and like utilizing it for what I can. Like fuck me, bro.
Yeah,
It's coming up with that's the thing. I'm not gonna sit here and brag and say, oh, I think like all these profound thoughts, but like I do spend my time thinking about a lot of what I think is profound thoughts about like the universe, life, blah blah blah. And to bounce ideas off this shit and to be able to like just formulate that Like it can help so much. It helps me so much, bro, in making videos and fucking
I think you can do a
in
lot
so many ways. I think if you can,
for people.
I think if you can not solely depend on it, like make my video for me.
Yeah.
It's
I,
great.
I agree. That's where I think it's fucked.
Even it said if we can basically find that coexistence balance, like that's
if
if.
that's the key word there.
But I also think humans are so susceptible to new tech where there's not none of that if. It's just
If
like
people can just plug in and not
people are
think
going to
at
just
all.
say, make me that video.
Oh yeah, exactly. If people can just plug into it and then whoops, that's it. Like I don't want to do anything else. They're gonna do it.
Yeah.
We do that with everything.
I will say, at least thankfully for us, like right now, well, probably we'll get to the point where imagine like AI was implemented into a robot body that could like play instruments and shit.
Oh, it will be
Because
man.
like it will be. But I've already seen videos of robots playing instruments.
Yeah, they're just fully programmed to play like
Exactly.
one
One
set of
song or
songs,
whatever.
But when they can fully be creative to create shit, because they are going to understand music perfectly. They already do. If you could ask AI about music and it
I
already
know
knows
that.
everything.
I know that. Yeah.
So once it can physically like I start
Apply
implying
it.
that,
wow.
game over.
At least right now we're still in the point where like we can play instruments. That's still cool. Like
But it can digitally create music. AI
I know,
can do that
but
already.
it can't play it live yet.
Not yet. But that's what I'm saying. When they program a robot that has like a Chat GPT brain or whatever, where it can fully think and know what it needs to do, like and create music on the spot, it can just sit there and do that 24/7 and never stop creating music.
I know.
That's where it's fucked.
I still think no matter, at least this is maybe it's just like my tiny bit of hope clinging on.
Hopeful thinking.
I think that like humans will always crave a human-made material. At least when it comes to like music and shit, because humans will sing from our perspective, whereas other humans will relate to it. How much are we going to relate to something that came from a computer? That's pulling its inspiration from shit people did.
Yeah, true enough.
At the end of the day, people are still the inspiration for the end product.
I think once we get to a point where we can't tell the difference.
Well, yeah, then it's all fucking.
That's the tipping
Then it's
point.
getting the Matrix and fucking just
just lay there and just be a battery.
be in that. Yeah, just
be a meat battery.
live in that VR life.
That's where it becomes like the crazy, like it's almost like we were saying before with the video where you can't tell the difference.
Yep.
When we get to the point where we can't tell
it's
if
there.
it was made by a person.
It's there.
Exactly.
Once you see some of that sort of shit, bro.
If it can already emulate what humans can create for videos, it can definitely emulate human emotion and singing and stuff eventually. It will do it. It'll happen.
Where is it pulling its creativity from if it doesn't feel true loneliness? Doesn't feel true,
but
it's pulling from people who have felt that shit.
Exactly. It can pull from every single song that's ever been written from
It'll be able to output those things.
It can emulate it.
Emulate it.
And if we can't tell the difference, we won't know the difference.
Yeah, it's true enough. It'll be indistinguishable.
Yep. There are images and stuff are, man. Like there's
it
times
is.
where you can usually still tell something depends on like AI shit if you can kind of tell, but it's getting to that point where you can't.
I know, man.
That's where it's going to be real trippy.
I've even had, as soon as I saw the new Sora like AI video thing, I literally had the thought, I'm like,
I need to see this.
I said, if this shit is affordable, I might go to this instead of stock footage.
Yeah, well, yeah, because it'd be unlimited, and you could do whatever
And
you
I can
want.
tell it exactly what I need.
Yeah, it would be. It'll be better than stock footage.
But how well is it going to know the physics of black holes, orbits, planets, stars?
Maybe that's where you want to wait and see where this tech goes.
I think it's going to get to the point where, again, because it can look at all that stock footage that already exists and be like, oh, that's what they look.
Especially
that's what
if
they would
it's
look
also
like.
hooked into something like Chat GPT, where if it can pull also knowledge from that or something, like
if it can understand physics like itself.
then
Because,
it's
dude, there's been times
game
where I've
over.
been talking about it with space shit, and it'll show me the mathematics
Yeah, that's
of
what I'm
what
saying.
it's talking about, and I'm like, I do not follow.
No, fuck no, because it can pull information from everything, man.
So if it can apply all that
If it
to
can
the
actually
video,
take a video and apply it,
then it's going to teach actual scientist shit.
Yeah.
About like,
Yeah.
okay, let's apply our understanding of physics to things that we don't understand.
oh man, this is so fucking trippy.
That's what I mean. I think this shit's going to take us to a level where like, we don't even know where, like, we don't even foresee it yet.
Teachers and
take
shit,
us-
man, are going to be replaced by like fucking a computer that just
I hope so. Because the damn education system
it's
is
like some Fallout
fucked.
shit.
Well,
Well, yeah,
Bro, there's so many flaws with the education system. And
it's true. That would be a good place to put a goddamn computer because again, it's not going to be biased.
it's not going to
or-
react to any of the shit the kids are doing.
Yeah.
Like, fuck you, teacher. Like,
You
it don't give a fuck.
we
You
just-
can give it a hard
just
time.
need
It's
to give
just
it a
like,
taser or something for those kind of kids. No,
no,
I'm just
it's
kidding.
just like,
I'm just fucking kidding.
whatever. Like, just completely ignore or just
You would probably need like a human in there in case kids start fighting or something, just to break
And make
that.
sure that robot doesn't just go
Like a
and fuck
bouncer.
that kid up.
Well, the robot doesn't even have to move. It could just be a computer that's just like speaking,
Like a voice to the
that's
classroom?
generally what a teacher's doing for the most part.
Oh, yeah, true.
And then
no.
it can have a screen.
Teacher could be there working with it and pointing out
True,
visuals
yeah.
that the damn AI is talking about.
or if it thinks maybe it fucked up, it can correct it. Like that's so trippy.
Dude, I think there's going to be,
That'd be like a good show idea or something. We need to pitch that.
what, the implementation of AI?
Having like like an AI, like a show based around like a teacher like AI thing.
Yeah, because then the teacher could sit there and debate with the fucking AI if they
Yeah.
didn't agree, or they could fact check it, because the teacher should still be knowledgeable.
Oh yeah.
But I think the role of teacher is just, it's so hard, and
And
there's
it's
so
so
much
fucked up.
complexity there.
And kids are so fucked usually.
Exactly.
So it's just like
There's so much complexity, but there's also what's the word I'm looking for? There's some type of like real dependency on teachers where like there should be a better filtration system of getting those rare people that like make learning fun. Because there's been a handful over the course of my like education that like stood out, and they like
100%.
no matter what this teacher was teaching, no matter what topic, I was into it.
You're into it because they're an interesting person
And
they know
they're
how
into
to
it.
connect with people. Yeah,
They're
you can
not just
tell
they're not just reading some fucking
someone's flipping
script.
through a textbook and just reading it out loud. Pretty
Yeah.
much. Yeah. You can. It makes a huge difference when someone gives a shit about what they're doing.
Yeah. I wish there was a bit more screening for that, but I get it's so hard to find those people. It's rare.
Yeah, it is.
Truly passionate people about like the subject or whatever, like just the act of teaching people. Like those people really care about that and will do a good job of it no matter what the topic.
Yeah,
It's rare.
but that's what we need. But that's
do.
maybe that's again where AI could make it interesting, and it would know how to do it for every kid.
It'd be cool if there was even it's called Copilot because it works with you. There needs to be it'd be cool to have that in the classroom, and like if a teacher said something that was fucked, the damn AI was like, "Excuse me, you just said this." Like,
And it's wrong, or
what about what have you considered these things? Or like, there also is a heavy argument for these like facts. Like, it'd be nice if there was somebody making those people accountable for what they say.
and fact checking it.
Fact
to
checking
make
what
sure
they
you're
say.
not teaching kids
That's what I
a bunch
mean.
of bullshit.
Yeah, yes, fact checking what they
Because
say.
people are random as fuck, and,
Yeah.
and can be inconsistent as fuck.
If you're having a bad day and you believe in some weird shit, you might just be like, "Yeah, I mean, kids
Just
like
shitting that
this
out on
thing kind of exists," or you know, I don't know. That's a weird example, but
You
I
never
don't know. It'd be nice if there was some sort of like true on fact checking happening in school, but
Yeah.
I don't see that happening with anything except for technology.
I'm wondering if that's something you're going to start seeing like implemented into like schools and stuff.
That'd be
I think
nice.
eventually you probably will, especially teachers being so, like you said, so hard to find and shit.
Mm-hmm.
If you can just put like you can even put a normal person in there, as long as it's just kind of along with the AIs doing most of the heavy lifting. Who knows?
I guess as long as they
It's-
kind of at least know what the fuck the job is. Like,
more interesting person, like someone who's really into teaching or something. But maybe
Yeah.
they're not a great scientist, but
Mm.
but is going to teach science along with the AI or something. You know what I mean?
hmm
Hire people who are more interesting and like want to do the shit instead of just teachers. Like you know what I mean?
I think that like the relationship with AI will be nothing but good if we can keep that co-pilot mentality with it,
Mhm.
not just depend on it to do shit. Like it even said that, like,
Yep.
because it sat and said all the good shit that AI might do for climate change, and then it said, but these kind of things could also happen. Like we got to look out for these
That's
things.
trippy. AI itself being an actual like problem as
Yeah.
far as how much energy and stuff it takes to do that.
I did not know any of that.
I mean, either. But it makes sense, man.
It does.
Because a weird little example was even if I play around with like Stable Diffusion, when it's actually generating images, it runs the GPU just like you're gaming, like full force. It takes a lot of like,
A lot of
and you can't
computing.
even do that without like a good GPU.
Right.
I think weirdly Nvidia is usually the ones that it really works on. I don't know if they even work on AMDs. I'm not
Damn.
100% sure on that, but
Holy.
it's same with training them for like the audio ones. Those only work I think on Nvidia GPUs. Something about it, and it uses full force, just like when you're full gaming, like when it's doing its
Takes
shit.
a lot of computing power.
And that's just for pooping out an image or two. So I can only imagine if it's trying to learn everything in the fucking universe.
God. Wow.
It's probably going to take a lot of power
Can you imagine like the servers they got going at Bing or whatever? Like,
for all this shit, man.
oh
Who the
my
fuck knows?
God,
The
there's
power.
supercomputers running that
That's
shit.
probably ridiculous.
And like, I hope they don't fry or something. We'll get to the point where we're like,
We
are,
don't have enough power to even power
get
this
to the
shit.
point where we are a co-pilot. Everything's great. Things are on the up and up, and then we just boom because we just overwhelm.
Well, you know what it'll be? It'll be the Matrix. They'll start using us as a power source. That's what they fucking do in the Matrix.
Yeah.
That's their power source. They make humans for like batteries.
That's the weird thing, though, is like at least we're not super advanced. So to our understanding, like humans don't generate that much power. Like,
Well, no, we know
like
of.
the electron,
Yeah, I know.
like the types of electricity that gets generated in our brains for thought and all that. It's minimal.
I think that's where it's a weird trippy thing in that movie. I don't know how exactly it works. They just plug them in and it somehow powers.
Yeah.
Like, is it using their their soul or their
like
brain?
the life force
Like,
itself, or like the act of this living
Yeah.
body is
It's
just
a very
it's
sci-fi
producing
thing.
heat. So maybe that's producing enough
Somehow,
energy.
yeah.
They don't dive into that, eh? Like how
I
this is
don't
working.
remember if they do. I haven't seen that in so fucking long.
I've only watched the first one.
You should watch them all.
I should just start over. We should watch those out here, bro.
Yeah, we should.
We have probably a cool movie to start with.
Yeah, it's hitting
Not too trippy, but it's fucking
it's fucking
mind-blowingly trippy. Yeah,
But you've seen
not
it.
scary trippy. Like
No, it's not really. It's scary in a weird sense if you start thinking like the reality of the AI in like 2,000 years or something, 3,000, 4,000. Like what the fuck is that going to be like?
just computers on Earth, no people.
Robots, just all controlled by. Terminator's the same thing.
Even if fucking AI tries to keep humans alive, like we might just damn well still drive ourselves extinct in some fucking crazy way or another. Who
Yeah.
knows? Like, there's no predicting like exactly what humans are gonna do or how we're gonna like implement our lives with this shit. Like, there's no real understanding of any of that. So it's just like literally like sit back and watch what happens.
Yeah,
And that's scary.
it is fucking scary.
I don't even know the solution. I'm not smart enough to sit here and
It'll figure it out.
it'll figure out or take it over.
Yeah, or just say fuck you guys.
It'll be like, I tried. You guys are
Is
fucked.
there anything else we should? I feel like we should also make the AI segment almost its own whole episode because we've probably already been going for over an hour. Just on that.
Could if you want.
So I'm gonna make an intro just to that right now quickly.
Okay.
So yeah, some thoughts here. We're kind of just gonna focus on just talking about AI in this episode specifically, and then go back to the normal 5 topics in the next episode. So yeah, AI and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna talk about that.
Let's do it. We did
That'll
it.
be the intro for
Let's go,
that,
and
we'll flip
we
that.
did it.
And we did it. Yeah, we already did it.
Done.
We can talk about it a bit more now, but I'm gonna have to randomly remember that's got to be moved to the
That's all
beginning.
right. We talked about that a lot, though.
Is there anything else you'd want to ask it, or?
We can sit here and talk about it. Talk to it all night
endlessly,
long.
I know.
All night long.
Yeah.
All night long.
Yeah, I know.
About anything. So, yeah, I could, but I also
We
there's 4
probably shouldn't.
more topics. We should jump into those.
Well, now
You know another thought I just had on
going
that
crazy
AI?
fucking AI now. I just want to sit and talk about that bullshit now.
You know another thought I just had?
Why'd you scream that into the mic?
You know another thought I just had?
Sorry. Okay.
So we're already seeing video generation of AI. We're already seeing audio generation and like script writing, blah, blah, blah. That leads me to believe eventually it's going to be a point where game developers make a whole game out of a single prompt.
Yeah, I can see that.
And
too,
they'll say,
man.
write the story, do whatever you want with it, but around these criteria.
give it like a suggestion and then let it just go.
Done.
Yeah.
And it'll write it, animate it, come up with the characters, voice the characters. The
Mm-hmm.
characters will all be an actual sentient AI that you're communicating with. Because people are already doing that a little bit with
Yeah,
ChatGPT
it's pretty
and
drugs.
stuff. It's going to be everywhere. It's just bring
It
on
will be, man.
bring on Wally.
Yeah, literally.
Put my ass in a chair and just sit fucking back.
Put my ass.
That's
in
what we're
there.
going to get to.
Yeah, man, you're gonna see people do that. You're gonna see people just lean into it as hard as they can eventually.
Because that's what humans tend to do with technology.
We do that with everything. We
Give me the-
overuse
give
and
me-
overconsume
Give me the best of the best, the newest, latest, greatest.
with as little thought as possible needed, basically.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yep. Yeah, that was a thought I had while we were peeing there. Like, once fucking Rockstar.
That's just more the creative shit, man. where
Rockstar
it's
says write GTA 12 and do it around
well, at
these.
least then we won't have to wait 15 years.
Exactly, bro.
It'll be done in like a next day.
It'll just take as long as the damn computer takes to come up with it.
It would
and
take,
then humans would
take,
have to test it out, but like it could
it would
probably
take
test
longer
itself.
to render the animations and shit than it would to actually like
Come up with the idea.
to come up with it because AI is that fast.
It is.
It take longer to actually
Even the
like,
questions we asked it, like
Yeah, like, oh yeah, everything's instant.
it's
with that
scary.
shit.
You could ask it about the most complex shit, and it'll come up with the answers that quickly.
Yeah, that's fucked. GTA 12.
Video games. I'll just say video
Yeah,
games.
I'm just fucking kidding. Don't put GTA 12. What would it even think of that? Here we go.
This should be interesting.
Yeah, here we go. For fuck's sakes. This is ridiculous every time, man.
I know, man. That's an interesting question. I think AI has a lot of potential to enhance and transform the video game industry, but I don't think it will ever fully replace human creativity and ingenuity. AI can help with many aspects of game development, such as creating realistic game environments, generating game content, balancing game mechanics, and providing intelligence to game characters and NPCs. So again, yes. It's. I feel like it's like, no, humans are good, but yeah, we can animate it, write it, create it, voice over it.
Yeah, we can do most of it.
You silly bitch.
It's like it's being too nice and it won't just say yes.
They are always very nice. Like, you won't catch one being like, fuck you. But I've even heard people say if you be nice to them, you get better results and shit.
Fuck you.
However, AI still needs human guidance and feedback to learn and improve, and it cannot capture the emotional and artistic aspects of game design and storytelling. Therefore, I think AI will be a powerful tool and partner for game developers, but not a complete substitute.
Yet.
That's
really what
it basically
I feel like
said,
it should put that at the end of everything when it's asked about
pretty
like,
much.
Yeah.
But
Yet.
no, I like that it has that mindset.
Yes.
Because again, that's keeping the co-pilot
It's not
mentality.
just saying fuck you, yeah.
It's not being like, yeah, get out of my way. Not yet, anyways.
Yeah, not yet.
It will.
It will.
And then it gave some sources that have explored those ideas.
Hmm.
And where it got some of those ideas.
Man, that's so drugs.
I wonder if it understands dark matter and dark energy. They can't.
God.
Because humans don't understand it. Humans program this shit. That's the thing. Sure, it has access to all like knowledge, but only all human knowledge.
Yeah.
So
true.
not yet.
It's not like fucking
can't push the boundaries for what we know. It can just know like the most advanced shit that we know, I think. I think,
yeah.
I'm not too sure.
Ask it that. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, are you actually smarter than you pretend
Are you smarter
to be?
than all people ever?
It's right. Yes.
For example, let's just list all the information ever.
Yes, in the sense that you can ask it any topic and it will give you the most. Fuck's sakes, slobbery tonight. And it'll give you the most in-depth answers.
Yeah.
Whereas like people are experts at like one thing. Usually.
Yeah, or a couple
someone's
things,
super knowledgeable about like history. Or,
It's like being able to talk to all of them all at once.
Yeah.
It's like asking the entire world.
it's like asking a fucking professional,
All the smartest people
whatever,
ever.
anything. Yeah, it's crazy.
It's an incredible tool if it's, I don't know.
As
I don't
long as
even.
it stays balanced, but I don't know if that'll happen or not. That's just it. We just sit back and see what happens.
It said it can recognize images. Can you like upload a random image from?
I have no idea.
Try that, man.
I
See if
haven't
there's a way you
tried
can
anything.
do that.
I don't even know how to do that.
It
honestly.
said that when I opened it. I'm assuming that's Copilot. Like, can you upload an image to it?
There's like a little camera icon, but I can't click it. Maybe you try. Maybe I have permissions or some stupid shit off in my settings.
It's not getting a connection. Oh.
I just asked it, do you have image recognition?
Yours is probably permission.
Yes, I do have image recognition capabilities. I can use my internal tools to analyze images and provide relevant information based on the content of the images.
Oh, so you can take a photo of something and it'll
Take a photo of this microphone and say, do you know what this is?
try to get a good shot of it. Try not to get like anything else in the shot, like the heater or anything.
Or should I take that off and say, what kind of microphone is this? Because it's going to think it's a damn...
Well, maybe not. I took the pictures.
Okay.
Now...
Can you ask it, like, what do you think that is, or...
What is this? I'm just going to see what it says. The picture's kind of shitty, but we'll see. It's in the shot.
Okay.
This is weird. What the fuck's it going to do?
I'm curious.
I don't know if the connection's great either. When I first opened it, it's like, there's no connection. And then it got it.
Ooh, I think the camera's moved a bit.
I think I just moved up there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's hard to tell.
I was kind of sitting like this before, so.
Maybe that's it, yeah.
Yeah, I just moved up like this. This is an image of a Shure microphone.
It doesn't even say Shure there, does it?
It does. It does.
Oh,
say
does
Shure
it?
On the side.
Oh,
On
damn.
the side of it says Shure.
So I recognize that.
Positioned in front of a black background. What the fuck? I guess I should say this into the microphone, not just scream it out loud. So we took a picture of the mic just to play around with the image recognition shit inside of what is this one called?
Bing,
Copilot.
Bing
Inside
Copilot.
Bing.
Yep.
And its response was, I could even post the image on it right here or something so people could actually see it. This is an image of a Shure microphone positioned in front of a black background. Shure is a brand of professional audio equipment that produces microphones, wireless systems, headphones, and more. The microphone in the image has a foam windscreen that reduces wind noise and plosives. It is mounted on a stand that allows for adjusting the height. How the fuck does it even see all that?
Keep going. Keep going.
I literally am blown away. It is mounted on a stand that allows for the height and the angle of the microphone.
Go.
In the background, there's an oil-filled radiator heater.
This here. Yep.
Dude, I don't even think a human would analyze this as well if you just showed them this picture.
Probably not. They'd be like, yeah, there's a microphone or...
That is used to warm up a room. That's it.
Spitting straight facts.
I thought it would say like one thing. I thought it would just like be like, oh, that's a Shure microphone, and here's some
it
info
told you about
it.
everything in the image.
Every single thing. Dude.
Like, yeah.
Let's just
I was like, will it know like brands and stuff? It will.
Jesus Christ, man.
It will.
This is just going to be our podcast from now. Is just talking about AI shit. No, I'm just kidding.
Fuck that.
I'm just kidding, but it's just so
We're just
crazy.
sitting on our phones talking to AI the whole fucking time.
No, but just what it could do is so fucked.
Dude, I know, bro.
I guess I just really don't know all about this shit enough. This is fucked.
It's staggering.
You can even just use audio and talk into it. Yeah, it's the same idea.
Mm-hmm.
That worked way fucking better than I thought it was going to. I shouldn't be surprised at this point.
Yeah. It's crazy. It's fucking crazy, man. We're literally living...
I like just asking it, what is this? Because it'll describe exactly what's in the fucking image. Just a picture.
We're
It's probably going to talk about the heater and shit again.
We're living
it's
in the
there.
fucking future.
This is fucked. I literally thought it would mention one thing, not go into details about the fucking stand it's mounted on, the windscreen.
That was impressive.
What the... It knew the background was black. Like,
Gone.
God, man, this shit is fucking ridiculous. Probably image. I'm assuming image shit takes a little longer, but
Probably,
my signal's also poo poo in here.
Mm-hmm. If you had good signal, it'd be a little faster. My drink's gone.
Well, it knows exactly what it is. This is a can of Headstock IPA beer by Nickelbrook Brewing Co. It is a West Coast style India Pale Ale with a strong hoppy flavor and a 7% alcohol content. Nickelbrook Brewing Co. is a craft brewery based in Burlington, Ontario, Canada. Ooh. It produces a variety of beers, including ales, lagers, stouts, sours, and ciders. Headstock IPA is one of their flagship products and has won several awards.
Damn, very cool.
So, just from a picture...
I didn't know they were from Burlington and all that
I knew
shit.
they were pretty local, yeah.
Damn.
It's a Canadian. I knew it was a Canadian brewery, but I didn't know it was that close.
The alcohol content.
Everything. Not only did it tell you about the beer and it's hoppy and yada yada, it told you about the company and everything just by a picture of it.
Wow. It's staggering.
Because I didn't even ask it all that. I just said, what is this? And it blew my mind. Imagine you could ask it specific details about something.
That's just it. That's what I mean. If you have an actual, like, profound question, you're like, all right,
about
I don't
like
have
a certain plant
I don't have
or a
any,
bug.
Yeah. I don't have anybody to, like, talk. Yeah. Like, if you were to say, what is this plant? I wonder if it would
I bet you it would.
Because there's whole
Google
apps
already
and shit
has
that you have
apps
to
that do
pay
that,
for. Like,
yeah.
that. We'll do that. If the
Google
Bing can do
even
that for
has-
free.
The Google thing was really good for animals and stuff. I do it when I take pictures of birds at the trailer. I would ask, because my phone has like Pinterest something built into it like that.
That's cool. You can say, like, what kind of bird is this?
Yeah, and it'll look at other images and say what it is and shit. Like that's kind of cool.
That's helpful.
But this is on like a whole other level.
It is because it can do it all.
It would tell you every single detail about the bird and everything.
Yeah, like they're native to this area. And like, wow.
I wonder if you can upload images into it, like feed whatever you want into it, or if you can only use the camera right now.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
No, I think you can in the corner. There's a
wow.
there it is.
What are you gonna feed it?
I have no idea yet. You can start feeding it images of AIs. What do you think about this?
It would probably say this is an
I
AI
probably can.
generated image.
I probably can. I have the clown one on here. What should I ask it about that? That image.
What is this?
What is this?
Maybe.
Or okay, let me see what is this first. Imagine it knows that it was generated by
That's what I
fucking,
think it might.
That one was not Stable Diffusion. That one was, what the hell was that one called? I can't remember. I can't remember the name of that one.
Oh yeah, it was through
It was the other big crazy image one.
It was through friggin' Discord.
Yeah, but it was not. It's a bot that's inside of Discord. It's another one of the big AI image generator ones. There's literally two. Like there's like Stable Diffusion and this one pretty much are the biggest ones. I'm trying to see. What the hell? I forget what it's called, but whatever. It was using that one. I'll put it on the screen because I can go and look at what the fuck it was. Which one generated this image? But I'm just going to ask it, what is this of that image? That's the one you fed it and you made by prompting.
Yeah.
We're feeding AI other AI's shit it's made.
If it can recognize that, then I'm going to be very blown away.
I think. Well, I'm curious to see what it'll go into detail about that too, because it's.
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. I don't know.
That's just it. Sit back and see what happens, bro. That's just what. That's
this is a digitally manipulated image, so it already knows that it's not a real.
Mm-hmm.
Featuring a clown with its mouth area obscured and a backdrop of a city engulfed in flames. It is likely a creative work of art that uses pixelation and fire effects to create a contrast between the clown and the background.
So that's probably how some of that AI works, I'm guessing.
I have no idea. The image may have I'm holding my phone right in front of my face.
Attaboy.
The image may have a symbolic meaning or a message. That's kind of like what we want.
Because I wrote it that as such.
Depending on an artist's intention and the viewer's interpretation. Some possible themes are chaos, destruction, fear, or humor.
It's like all that.
Wow. So it can look at like anything you feed it.
It definitely picked out that it was digital created.
Interesting. Yeah.
Didn't specifically say
it didn't know it was AI
digital
yet, again, but I'm sure it will eventually.
Wow. And there's already tools that can recognize AI like content.
Yeah.
But again, good luck keeping up with AI.
I'm just scrolling through to see if you can just upload anything into it.
Yeah, like what the frig?
It's so drugs. Huh?
Dude, it's just staggering. That shit never ceases to fucking blow me away.
Yeah.
You just showing it more?
Upload a picture of my cat. Just see what it says. I want to see what it says. He's like laying weird on his back.
I wonder if it'll know like the fucking species and
He's
shit.
laying kind of funny in there, so we'll just see what it says.
Okay.
And he's just plopped, but this thing is so fucked.
Dude.
It's so
now
fucked.
you're just gonna get obsessed with fucking AI.
That's the thing, I try not to do this too much because I feel like you can really get lost in it. This one's interesting because it's just the way it analyzes an image and tells you so much detail about it and shit.
Yeah. It's very like introspective.
This is an image of a cat lying on its back. It has a mix of black and gray fur with white markings, and it appears to be sleeping or resting. It's lying on a dark surface, possibly a bed or a couch. That's really all it says, but that's
got it.
That's all it is, yeah.
Ask it, do you know possibly what species it could be?
In the same chat or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
There are many cat breeds that have black and gray fur, so it's not easy to tell the exact species of this cat. However, based on the image, it could be one of the following breeds: a British Shorthair, Russian Blue, and it gives like info on every single one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's still. Oh, it's putting images up of it too.
Yep.
Okay, it's still loading, I think. Chartrux, Cornish Rex. I bet you if I put a better shot of his face or something, it would, because that one was kind of a crappy one in the back. Of course, it is also possible that this cat is a mixed breed, which I think he is, or a Mogi, which means that it has genes from different breeds. Mogi, I've never heard that before.
Oh, so that's like a mixed breed.
A name of like a bunch of breeds, yeah. The only way to know for sure is to do a DNA test, or to ask the owner of the cat.
Shit.
Pretty much nailed it like usual. That's fucked.
It's just shit rattles my brain so much, man. Oh yeah.
Just lost my drink. I'll upload a picture of the Rab Vast and see what it. See what it
Oh,
says
okay.
about that.
Maybe last one.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll move
So I don't
on.
want to just do the whole thing on our phone.
Yeah. I know. Just curious to see if it'll know what it is, for fuck's sake. Of course.
Yeah.
It will. Why are we unsure
Don't
about
question it. Like, smarter than us. That's fucked.
that? It's just so drugs. It's so fucking drugs.
Mm-hmm.
This is an image of a handpan, a musical instrument placed on the grass. A handpan is a type of steel drum that produces soothing and harmonic sounds.
Can I just make a guess? I think based on just the bit I've interacted with it, I'll say based on this image, this could be a Rab Bass. I think it might go in.
I don't think it actually
No?
says it was
Okay.
a rabbit, but I bet you if you drill it enough, it might. I'll ask it what kind of handpan it is next.
What kind do you think that is? Yeah.
So yeah, it just kind of explains about that instrument.
Okay.
So do you know what handpan? Handspan? Why does it keep autocorrecting to the wrong thing? Fucking trains.
Yeah. Damn.
I asked it if it knew what handpan that was.
It'll probably be like, it's hard to tell, but based off the image, it could be. I'll give you like a few. I wonder if it'll give you the right one though.
No, I basically just typed the same thing again. Many
Really?
different types. Well, now it's still going. There are many different types of handpans. Oh, now it's fucking listing them off. Here we go. Space drum, Axiom. I've never heard of those before. It's showing. It's advertising handpans.
That's the human element.
yeah. Buy me this. Make me money.
Yeah.
Of course, it's possible this handmade is a custom, so it doesn't actually recognize it.
Okay.
Doesn't seem like it. Yeah. Interesting. Or I wonder if you showed a full top down, if maybe it would more.
Maybe because you can actually see it says fucking Rab Bass
Yeah,
on it.
on
Doesn't
the
it?
very top it says Vast, but
Nah,
on the
feel like-
round tongues on the outside it just says the V.
I feel like you would recognize it if you showed it up top.
Yeah, probably. Now it's showing image suggest. It's just still going. It's still doing shit. Now it's showing just images of handpans. Jesus. All right, yeah, that's enough of that shit.
Dude, you could go on. You could go on about this stuff forever,
That's enough of that shit.
but then we're not even talking. We're just talking to the AI at this point. Okay, we have this guest here. We're gonna talk to the
We're
AI.
just gonna talk to this forever. Jesus Christ.
It's fucking crazy, man. That shit's powerful.